Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At the precipice house, Steffy tells Finn to go do what he needs to do. She assumes he's going to the sanitarium to save lives. They'll deal with his news together. Finn kisses her and says she's his entire world. Once alone, Steffy sorts laundry, but pauses to flash back to Finn telling her he's Luna's father. Taylor appears and asks, "Steffy, honey. What's it? What's wrong?" Steffy doesn't know relatively how to say it. It doesn't have anything to do with Kelly or Hayes, but it does have to do with children. At Bill's place, Luna smiles as she reads in composition about Katie Logan working with her son, Will. She spots a print of him and Electra and pouts. Next, she jumps to in composition on Tom Starr's death. She zooms up on his print and also goes to look in the glass, comparing their features and looking miserable. She just can't see a resemblance. Someone differently has to be her father. At the Forrester manse, Zend, Ridge, and Daphne update Eric on the Scentline launch, which is guaranteed to be a huge success. Eric worries this will beget Carter to suppose he's done the right thing. Daphne isn't so sure, and Ridge thinks he's waking up to the fact that Hope brainwashed him. Daphne has spent a lot of time with Carter working on the line and says he's still the good man they formerly admired. Once Hope loses her hold on Carter, she'll see their friend and company return to them. She and Zend head out. Ridge tells his pater. He doesn't suppose Carter is happy with all of this success. They decide to have a look at the scent line on the laptop. Ridge reiterates that he's sure Carter is redefining this preemption. At Forrester, Carter frowns as he sits down behind the office. He flashes to his last heart-lugging discussion with Ridge. Hope appears in the doorway smiling and also notices his expression. She asks, "What's going on?" Carter didn't hear her come. In his mind was nearly differently. She hopes he's getting agitated for the big launch and asks where Daphne is at. Carter hasn't seen her yet moment. Hope prodigies where she could be. Carter tells Hope he's always nervous before a drop, but Daphne uniting should guarantee success. Daphne and Zend walk in and get ready for the launch. Daphne says the collaboration could gesture a real change in things. However, who knows what could be if it succeeds. At the captivity, Finn tells the director he needs to see Luna Nozawa and won't be taking no for an answer. The man isn't authorized to give him that information. Finn barks, "Also find me someone who is. I need to see Luna. I'm her father." The director is confused. She was condemned of killing her father. Finn says that wasn't her father. He is, and he needs to tell her. The man sighs and explains she's presently under house arrest. Finn exclaims, "House arrest? What house? This doesn't make any sense." The director declares that he's formerly said further than he should and exits. Finn prodigies, "Where are you, Luna?" At the Forrester manse, Eric declares that the scent drop was sensational. Daphne is right, they're going to make a lot of plutocrat. He's sorry to be lodging against his own platoon. Ridge pats his pater on the shoulder. Ridge urges him to be relieved. When they take the company back, it'll be in good shape. The days of Hope and Carter at Forrester are numbered. At Forrester, Hope, Zend, and Carter get the news that the scent line is a huge success. Hope declares that this proves the preemption was the right thing to do. Carter smiles, and also turns to see Daphne watching him. As Carter takes a call, Hope addresses interviews with Daphne. Carter disconnects and Zend tells Daphne she did a great job. Hope crows that Forrester is being lauded across the globe, and it's all because of Carter's ideas and leadership. Daphne makes a face. Hope and Zend leave for a meeting, with Hope telling Carter they'll celebrate laterally. Daphne tells Carter he should be on top of the world, but doesn't look like someone who wants to celebrate. We both know why. She urges him to open up to her. I watch. At the precipice house, Taylor asks Steffy if she's pregnant. Steffy says she's not, but there has been an addition to their family, a veritably unpleasant addition. Taylor tells her son she's not making sense. Steffy rambles until Taylor tells her to sit and start from the morning. Steffy says she could tell commodity was going on with Finn, who's been detracted and busy. On their anniversary, he told her there was commodity she demanded to know. When they were eventually alone, she brought it up again. It's about his history. A woman from way back. She says, Finn was taken advantage of. He was 18 and she was aged. She was his first. You're not going to believe me when I tell you who it is. Taylor is floored to hear that it was Poppy. Steffy tells her, that's not indeed the worst of it. Back in his office, Finn searches news on Luna's captivity transfer, but doesn't get anywhere. Suddenly, he gets a communication saying, your son's being held, putting it in his chart app. He realizes she's at Bill Spencer's place and takes off. At Bill's place, a knock comes on the door. Luna hesitates, but also thinks perhaps Dario came back. She walks over to answer the door and sees Finn. She blurts, kinsman Finn. Luna backs up, saying, I'm so sorry for what I've done. Finn looks at her, snoots, and also takes her in his arms. Surprised, but thankful, she hugs him back. That's because Hope and Carter no way had a proper courting. Rather of getting to know one another during romantic feasts, they just ended up getting veritably physical right down. Hope has always been the good girl in this fictional city of Los Angeles, but Carter is treating her like she's anything but that. Yet, he seems to have a different kind of interest in Daphne. She looks like the girl that he does want to date out in public. Of course, the internet clearly does have a lot to say about the matter. Some have indeed reflected with, I was lodging for them. I wanted them to resolve off from Forrester and grow into a power couple people had to admire. But knew a can't have that. Sigh. Would have been a great worthwhile plot with a longer-lasting factual love. But rather we only got bed musketeers. I hadn't seen any romantic gestures that weren't sexual. No getting to know someone on stage, and if so, the show could have at least shown us a scene or two other than the one where he saved her from crying in the parking lot. And also there was this comment as well. I suppose it's bold to assume Carter didn't try to ask her out to regale. It has always been Carter trying to do romantic gestures for Hope, but Hope no way does any for him. And the bone. That's utmost direct, she rejects it. Also know the show is just directly saying there's a problem with Hope and they've been setting this up for months. Ridge and Carter had it out and hugged it out. It was high time to settle the score between these two and put the company back the way it belongs. We've to wonder, however, what's coming. Will Carter hand back the keys to the area and risk his love story with Hope? And, if so, how low will Hope go to seek vengeance against all of them? We're off the steam train, but that doesn't mean we do'n't love us some Liam. He got to us on Thursday when he put on a stalwart face while giving Steffi the rundown of his lower than spectacular birthday. There was no cutlet, no regale, not indeed a present. The day passed with a phone call from his family and nothing differently. While Steffi's zero trouble candle and a cookie may feel like a lazy way to celebrate to some, we set up it sweet as pie. Hopefully, coming time, she'll flash back and help Kelly make the day redundant special for her daddy. Friday brought us the moment we've each been staying to see. Finn eventually confessed to Steffi. His poor woman. Sat there in shock and dismay as Finn reported his affair with his aunt. Steffi did shock us, however. She wasn't frenetic at Finn. In fact, she wasn't worried at all. As far as she was concerned, Finn was an 18-time-old boy and his grown-up consanguineous aunt took full advantage of him. How dare she? What Steffi doesn't realize, aloud, is this isn't only part of the story. Finn advised her there's further to come, but nothing is going to prepare Steffi for the stunner that little Hayes is Aunt Finn's only child.